17 yards.
It's not like that, man. It's not like I'm like talking. I just like my homeboys be watching this shit and whatnot.
70 Indy.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Derrick Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Let's go, D. Check. Defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Ready? 94. Check 24.
A first down carry for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, but I didn't really play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Hey, Sam off.
I mean, but I still know a lot about this shit, though.
Tannehill now to throw. Completes it to Davis. And
life,
here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
I'm really good at
you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
I guess the Cowboys, but they ain't really shit. Yeah. Who's your team? Alabama.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Are you're from Alabama? Oh, okay. What makes you a Florida fan?
Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what's going to go good or bad for your team.
A good pickup there, 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Where you play for?
Now back to the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A
first down carry by Elliott. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And let's pin the mirror. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you're bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Oh, people online will be giving you a challenge. I said the people
the Titans
online
offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Tennessee.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A very solid gain of 27. Finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He finds Humphreys. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Lewis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get down?
Nah, you're straight, man.
They come out here in the eye.
Bro, you keep
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
You're actually a lot better than some people.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10-3.
All I'm going to say is most people don't keep me to goddamn 10 points. So.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
More people that suck don't keep me to 10 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe was nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan. Been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I listen to like mostly rap music.
Now Prescott. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, yeah, I like Mozzie. He's from Sacramento.
Again, it's Henry. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Good.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, really? With Wiz or just Currency?
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Trademark the skydiver. And fucking young Roddy.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Good sense, Yeah, bro, I fought with that shit hardcore.
Now it's Tannehill. caught by Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try now for Succop.
Sorry, end on trip.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Yeah, bro, I'm a rap head, bro. I know a lot of rap music.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
I like Starlito, but I'm more of a Don Trip
Fielded
fan,
about
actually.
a yard deep.
Yeah.
And he'll take this
Don
across the
Trip,
25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I get that, though. I like both of them, though, but them Step Brother mixtapes, you know them bitches are hard. Yeah, them Step Brothers mixtapes, man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Yeah, bro. The new Alfredo mixtape.
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, I told you I'm a rap head, man. I'm a rap head.
The 26-yard line.
Me either. I be on that shit hard. I be on that shit hardcore. My brother be like, man, you be knowing about the most random shit. And I be like, yeah, man, that's just me, man.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Bro, but like all the shit we be liking, man, that should be
Here's
better than anything else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
That's what I'm saying.
Some more quick, easy
bro.
analysis about why they've struggled so far.
Man,
they keep putting themselves in third and long
nah.
situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Right now. Hold on.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
You there?
Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna send you a party invite. Hold on. Yo. Yeah, it's still choppy though. I don't know what's going on.
Forbath out to kick this one away.
I can't tell you.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
I don't think so. I don't know. I can't really tell what you're saying, but whatever it is, it sounds like you're saying Trapper Mandel. Yeah, I've never heard of him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A second down run with Lewis. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill steps away to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
That's crazy, man. That motherfucker right there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, that was just like the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, if I had to say my favorite rapper, like, he's all around me.
Prescott to throw.
Too good.
Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Everything, man. Like, well, just like...
Kill. Switch.
Oh, really?
Here's Prescott.
And
this is Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Bro, when I was a little kid, man, I used to get Outkast albums for Christmas. Like, when I was like 6 years old, man, I got like Stankonia for Christmas one year.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Nah, that one was classic, man.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Bro, it's crazy that
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Tannehill now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, Scarface, yeah.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite rappers right now, too.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
No, I don't think I heard of him.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This is Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Succop's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
You heard of how old are you?
Joseph now to kick this one away.
31. I'm 27, so I'm right behind you. You heard of Uno the Active? Huh? Nah. I know you're talking about it, though, but no, I never listened to it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Prescott. A gain there of 21 yards. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Prescott to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I'm really not that good.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
I just play like this is the only game I really play.
Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Wake and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
What did you say?
Ready? 10-2, sir. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Go.
And
Go.
Tannehill now to throw.
yeah, it is, man. It's like,
Completes it to Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. And we've got a timeout.
I
9 seconds remaining. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Be a long day for you. You're out.
yeah,
Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, and currency, yeah.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Right there.
Throwing now, Tannehill.
Oh, you said Dom Kennedy?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.